I am happy to tell you that a lot of things are going on in Foothills Caring Corps, and we've been growing so much, and we've been growing in a lot of different ways. We have a lot of elderly that are needing more than one service. They're needing 3, 4, 5 services, and so what we find ourselves in is a situation where we have a great demand for services, but not a lot of volunteers coming forth. So the number of people coming in asking for services is about 4 times that of the number of people coming in to volunteer. So our heavy duty emphasis in this last year has been on volunteer recruitment. The other emphasis that we have is really just kind of making sure that our programs can be able to manage all of the demand for services. And one of those programs is our van program. So this last year, when we had one of our major fundraisers, we actually tried to get funds for a new van. We're able to purchase a new van with the monies that we got from that fundraiser. So we're really proud of it because it's kind of a custom-made van that has all of the things that we need. One of the things with our transportation program is we have had a greater demand for wheelchair accessible services, and that's why we needed to reach out and get another van that had lift on it so that we're able to accommodate wheelchairs. The other thing that we have going on is so many people with medical appointments needing to have transportation back and forth. And that's really something that we need year-round, and 50% of our volunteers leave during the summer for cooler climates. So we are always looking for help. The other thing that's growing really strong is our medical equipment loan closet. A lot of people coming in, a lot of turnover for the medical loan equipment, but that is something that's available. You don't have to be affiliated with Foothills Caring Corps to come in and use that. So any of your parishioners that you that are interested can come in, borrow a piece of equipment, bring it back, and we go through a whole sanitation where we sanitize the equipment on a regular basis. So that's working out very well. The other program that I wanted to let you know about is we just recently got some funding for our health advocacy program, so we are finally going to grow that program into a much bigger program than what we've had in the past. We've been slowly providing services for health advocacy. Now we can move forward and really strongly work with the people who are coming out of the hospital, coming out of rehab centers, and some people who maybe are finding out about chronic health conditions and needing to have a little bit of support, get them back on their feet and be able to kind of develop some network of services around them so that there is a network that they can turn to for support. What I would like to do with each of the congregations is to be able to have some of our volunteers come out on a regular basis, bring out new collateral material, or just refill the collateral materials that we give to you, and then also have an opportunity for us to be able to be in front of your congregation, whether or not that's at a service or whether that's an outreach committee or whatever is appropriate, to be able to find a way that we might be able to let people know about what's going on with our organization, how to get involved, how to utilize our services, because there are many of your parishioners who are probably sitting in your pews kind of going, gosh, I wish I had a little bit of support, or I needed a little bit of help. So be happy to do that and happy to be available to do that. Also, I think we've talked about liaisons before, but there's a job description in your material for liaison, and really looking at finding somebody in your congregation that can come to our quarterly meetings and that will be able to kind of share what's going on in the congregation so that the rest of the community can hear about that. We have a quarterly meeting that's every second Tuesday of the month in that quarter, and Last time we had probably about 50 people that were there sharing information about all the services to older adults, and just a time where people can share some of the events coming up and some of the services, and maybe ways that people can collaborate with each other if a couple of groups are working on services to veterans or services to homeless or whatever that might be. So really encourage that. The other thing that we were working on this year has been quite successful is actually looking at our website and being able to update our website. And we now have got, just recently, and our Public Relations Committee has been working together to put little videos together, like a 1.5-minute video that will be embedded in our website, which will say, here's what the friendly visit looks like. Here's what the van trip looks like. Here's what this service looks like. Here's what that service, so that people who are wanting to use the service have an idea. They can go on the website, or family members can go on the website and find out about services. And also volunteers can look on our website and say, oh, I can do that. That looks like that would be an interesting or a fun job to do, so I can do that. Another program that really is kind of an easy program if they've done it before is the mobile meal program. We're always looking for mobile meal drivers, and it's like an hour and a half out of your day, and you can just pick which days and how many times that you want to provide that service. So it's a good volunteer, but it also is a good program for services for people that you're a little bit nervous about because they have nobody and they see no one throughout their days, and it's a great service because you've got somebody going out to the house every day, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever it is that they would like, but they're being checked on. And there's somebody always checking on them to make sure that they're okay. So that's a good program. All right, thank you very much.
Well, thank you.